Lady Rail Splitters have combined for 21 hits when their 2017 campaign opened up in the pickle capital of America last weekend with a sweep over Mount Olive 8-4 and then 6-3. Their opponent today as they open up the 2017 home campaign is the Bobcats of Lees-McRae College, who come in looking for their first win of the 2017 season. The Bobcats have had a difficult time starting off the year 0-6, but today is a fresh start for the Bobcats, and they would love nothing better than to spoil the home opener for the Lady Rail Splitters. And with that, we say good afternoon and welcome into LMU Sports Network coverage of LMU softball here from the Dorothy Neely Field on an overcast Wednesday afternoon. Adam Haley sitting along with you. As we said, we get all ready for Lady Rail Splitters softball here this afternoon. LMU coming in at 2-0 on the season, having two impressive victories over in Mount Olive this past weekend, looking to continue the trend here this afternoon. This is just game one of the doubleheader on a busy day here on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, as we'll get ready for the opening pitch here between the Bobcats and the Lady Rail Splitters. In the circle for Lincoln Memorial, getting the start here in game number one, is the junior Brianna Taylor. Comes in with an ERA of 3.0, 1-0 on the season. Only got one game appearance, 7 innings worth of work. Giving up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. We are underway here as the first pitch is fouled off to the back. The leadoff batter for the Bobcats is number 10, the second baseman. That's Kara Cunningham, the sophomore. And the 0-1 is now 1-1. Cunningham, a 5'4" sophomore out of Indian Trail, North Carolina, comes in batting 118 on the season, 17 at bats, only 2 hits. And that's going to be a line down past the first baseman. She will reach safely. The Bobcats have the opening base runner on, and we'll wait and see if that will go down as a hit or as an error against Lincoln Memorial. Wait to get that indication. The next batter up is the center fielder, number 14, Valerie Hickey. Hickey, a senior, only batting 111. She'll lay down a bunt, and Lincoln Memorial will get the force out. And very quickly, one away, and once again the Bobcats will have a runner on first. That'll bring up the designated player, number 16, Kristen Doss, the freshman, batting .083, 12 at bats, only 1 hit, but does have an RBI so far on the early season. And she tries to lay down the bunt, but she could not get to it. It'll go down as strike one. The rest of the lineup for the Bobcats here in game one batting-wise will be Sarah Tucker, Noelle Cassidy, Chelsea DeGorio, Carla McRory, Sarah Beth Ashley, and Charlie Dutton, as that one is in there for ball one. 1-1 count, one away here in the top of the first. That one's going to be fouled off and just out of play. And that'll make the count 1-2. Again, this is just game one of the doubleheader. The only one we will actually be here for will be game one. Game two, you'll be able to keep up with on LMURailSplitters.com with live stats, as that one is also fouled away and out of play, and the count will stay at 1-2. After our first game here, the LMU Sports Network will have to break away, regroup our equipment, and get ready, as the basketball teams will be in action home this evening as well, as they'll be taking on Tuscaloosa College over inside of the Tex Turner Arena. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Doss, and she takes that one on the inside. It'll be 2-2. Again, 1 out so far here inside of the top of the first. Cunningham reached on a pass ball past the first baseman and then was thrown out on the fielder's choice by Hickey. This one's pumped up and will be taken down by the center fielder. And it'll be 2 away on the catch by Hunter. that will bring up the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, number 9, Sarah Tucker. The junior batting 143 on the season, 2 hits on 14 at-bats, and 1 double. And she will start with a line out to second, and that will end the inning. Lees-McRae has 4 of them to the plate. They'll leave 1 stranded, and we'll move to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless here inside of the Dorothy Neely Field.
Commercial, residential, or personal, Lester Signs of Harrogate has you covered with all your sign and graphic needs. From embroidery and screen printing to personalized items, decals, yard signs, logo design, car wraps, digital printing, and sign maintenance, Lester Signs has all your branding needs. Lester Signs is under new ownership and has been serving the tri-state area for more than 25 years. Phone us today to inquire about your commercial sign or marketing specialized needs, or email us at sales@lestersigns.com. Lester Signs, located at 112 Washington Avenue, Harrogate.
We're back to the Dorothy Neely Field as we get ready for the bottom half of the first inning between the Lady Rail Splitters and the Bobcats of Lees-McRae College. Take a look at your batting lineup first for Lincoln Memorial. Batting cleanup will be the catcher, number 7, Jennifer Moose. Batting second will be the left fielder, number 15, Allie Jones. In the 3 spot is the second base, number 1, Tykeli Goins. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, number 8, Kelsey Holcutt. In the 5 spot is the designated player, number 30, Meredith Johnson. Batting sixth is the shortstop, number 0, Dakota Fraley. And the 7th spot is the third baseman, number 21, Brianna Shrimpf. Batting 8th is the right fielder, number 8, Teddy Collins. And batting 9th in game 1 will be the center fielder, number 4, Ashley Hunter. Getting the start in the circle for the Bobcats will be Charlie Dutton. Dutton, the senior, comes in with an 0-2 record. She's appeared in 3 games, started 2 of them, has an ERA of 13.44. She's been in the circle for 8 1/3 innings, given up 19 hits, 16 runs, all those earned, 8 walks, and 10 strikeouts. As we said, Moose will be the opening batter here for the Lady Rail Splitters. Moose, the senior, comes in batting 400 on the season, 5 at-bats, 2 runs, and 2 hits. See if she can't get it going here for Lincoln Memorial to get this one started. Moose steps in. And the opening pitch by Dutton is on the outside, and it'll be, no, he said that was on the end, got the corner, it'll be strike 1. Late signal by the umpire. Nevertheless, it is 0-1 to Moose. And she'll watch that one go low for 1-1. One and 1 in the opening count to Moose. And she watches that one going to the outside, and it's now 2-1. Again, Lincoln Memorial coming into this contest 2-0 on the season as a team batting .362. Has 14 runs on 21 hits. 5 of those were extra base hits, 14 RBIs, and 3 steals. Moose looking at the 3-1. That one grabs the outside corner. Moose thought she had an easy base, but it will bring up strike 2, and we now have a full count. And Moose will watch that one go on the outside, and she will draw the opening walk. That'll bring up the sophomore, Allie Jones, the left-hander, batting left-handed, I should say, hitting .286, 7 hits, 7 at-bats, 3 runs, 2 hits. Both those are doubles, and has 3 RBIs so far on the season. See what she can do here with 1 on and no outs. Watches that one go by on the outside for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1, and that one's into the dirt, and the count will be 1-1. Charlie Dutton still in the circle, working on Jones. This one's going to be popped up to the left side, off the light pole. that'll go down as strike 2. 1-2 is the count. Jones at the plate. Moose on first. This one's going to be popped, and that one's going to go foul as well down the third base line. Got an overcast afternoon here inside of the tri-state area. Had some rain come through yesterday with some fierce winds behind it. Expecting more precipitation later on this evening. At last check this morning, the high today was supposed to be around 60, and the high tomorrow will be around 30. That kind of gives you an indication on the weather change we're getting ready to go through here in Harrogate. Full count once again. Jones looking at 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Dutton will walk the second one. Jones reaches out and gets that one. It's going to be a grounder over to third. And they're going to call her out on a force. So that'll go down as a 5-4 out. That'll bring up Tykella Goins, excuse me. And Goins will watch the first one go by for strike 1. And that would come right back into the net. Right back up here near the booth where we're sitting. And that'll be strike 2. Oh, and 2 is the count. Jones standing on first base with 1 away. As Dutton will take the quick break here to tie a tennis shoe or tie a cleat. Here comes the 0-2 from the circle. And that one's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, still 1 away. Both teams getting their leadoff batter on in the first inning. Only to see them get forced out at second. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that'll be the first strikeout of the afternoon. And now there are 2 away for the Lady Rail Splitters as first baseman Kelsey Holcutt will come to the plate. Holcutt batting .571 on the season, 7 at-bats, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 double. She's got an opportunity here, and she'll watch the first one go by on the outside for ball 1. Comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Or excuse me, it was the 1-0. Now it's 1-1. Still a swing and a miss. Actually, they've got it at 0-2 on the scoreboard, and it is 0-2, so I was correct in the first part. And this one's fouled off by Holcutt. The count will stay at 0-2. Both teams getting runners in the first inning. Lincoln Memorial would like to plate this one. Comes the 0-2. Holcutt grounder to second. Thrown over to the shortstop covering, and that will go down as the third out on the first inning. So no runners, no damage done. We'll move to the top of the second. Still scoreless here aside of the Dorothy Neely Field.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
From sales to service, online or in person, Anchor.
Back for the top of the second. Still scoreless here inside of the Dorothy Neely Field. Due up for the Bobcats is Cassidy, Gorio, and McRae. Well, Cassidy, the sophomore, batting 143 on the season, 14 at bats, 2 hits, and she'll foul this first one off to the right side for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up into left field. That one's going back to the warning track and is out of here. The Bobcats on an 0-1. Noella Cassidy takes it over left field, and she will put the Bobcats on the board first with a solo home run. For Cassidy, it's her first extra base hit of the season, also her first RBI of the season. And as we said, the Bobcats strike first. Gregorio, now up, the freshman, batting 0-71, and she'll swing on an outside pitch for strike one. Gregorio, 14 at bats, 1 run, 1 hit, that being a double. And she'll let that one go on the outside for ball one. One and one is the count. Bobcats leading this one 1-0. There's a slow dribbler to second, over to first, and there's now one away. Now up for the Bobcats is Carly McRae, the sophomore. Comes in batting only 100, 10 at bats, 1 hit. And there's one away here in the top of the second, and she watches that one go by for strike one. She'll give this one a ride to left field. It does not reach to the fence, and now there are 2 away after the grab by Jones. That'll bring up the shortstop, Sarah Beth Ashley. Ashley, the senior, has still yet to record a hit this season. She's 0 for 6. She'll watch the first one go by for ball one. 2 away here in the top of the second. And there's strike one right down the middle. Here comes the 1-1. And that one's going to hit the inside for strike two. Taylor trying to get out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2. And that one's going to hit the inside corner. That'll be strike three. And that will take us to the bottom of the second. But the damage has been done so far. The Bobcats, they got on the board first. 1 run, 1 hit, none left on base. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the second. Due up for Lincoln Memorial, Johnson, Fraley, and Shrimp. Back after this here on the LMU Sports Network.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking. From Home Federal Bank, always within reach.
From sales to service, online or in person, Anchor Marine of Speedville, Tennessee is the source for all your boating needs. We carry a wide selection of...
Getting ready for the bottom of the second here for Lincoln Memorial, trailing this one 1-0. As we said, due up is Johnson, Fraley, and Brianna Shrimp. Johnson comes in batting .333 on the season, 6 at-bats, 2 hits, has 4 RBIs. See if she can draw this one back even at 1. And the first pitch is on the outside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count, and that one goes into the dirt in front of the plate, and it'll be 2-0. LMU's got to remember they don't have to get it all back at one swing, but if they can, Johnson would be the person to do it. But right now, she's looking at a 3-0 count. See if Johnson can get the green light here to swing away. She does not, and it's going to grab the corner, the outside corner, for strike 1. 3-1 is the count. That one swung on and popped up the third base line and will just drop foul. Sarah Beth Ashley called for it. It was just about a step off. And with that, the count moves to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes for the leadoff batter here in the second. And Johnson will go down swinging for out number 1. That'll bring up the freshman, number 0, Dakota Fraley. Fraley comes in batting .429 on the season. 7 at-bats, 1 run, 3 hits, has 2 RBIs. And here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat, and it's going to be just on the outside corner for strike 1. Comes the 0-1. That one's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 1. Lincoln Memorial has had 2 base runners in this contest, as Fraley will foul that one into the backstop, and it's now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. And Fraley will watch that one go to the outside. It's now 2-2. And that will go outside, and Fraley has battled away to a full count. For Dutton in the circle, this is the 6th batter she's faced. 4 of them have went to a full count. And Fraley will draw the second walk given up by Dutton on the afternoon. To the plate now is Brianna Shrimp, the 3rd baseman. The sophomore batted .286 on the season, 7 at-bats, 2 hits. She also has 2 RBIs as she walks to the plate with 1 away here in the second. She'll pop this one up into right field, and it will be caught for out number 2. Easy catch for Alex Green, the junior for the Bobcats. And that will bring to the plate with 2 away the junior Teddy Collins, the right fielder. She has scored once this season, but has yet to record an at-bat. And she'll watch the first one go to the outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, as that one will slide in for strike 1. Nice off speed. Comes the 1-1. And that one goes high outside for ball 2. Two away here in the bottom of the second. Bobcats leading this one 1-0. In the circle, in the on-deck circle, is Ashley Hunter as Collins gets hit. That'll move Fraley over to second. And Ashley Hunter, the junior, will come to the plate. Batting .500 on the season, 6 at-bats, 1 run, 3 hits. One of those being a triple, and does have 1 RBI. And for the first time this afternoon, LMU has a runner in scoring position as the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Collins standing on first. Dakota Fraley standing on second. Good opportunity here for Lincoln Memorial. If Hunter can get on, that'll bring him back to the top of the lineup as that one goes outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, still 2 away here inside of the bottom of the second. Swung on and fouled into the backstop for strike 1. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and popped into center. Going back for it and pulling it in is Hickey, and that will take us out of the second inning. LMU leaves 2 runners stranded, and it's still the Bobcats leading this one 1-0. Due up for Lees-McRae will be Cunningham, Hickey, and Doss. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Emery Exterminating Company, we have more than 30 years' experience in pest control and are a family-owned, full-service company that utilizes integrated techniques to manage pests that invade your home or business. If you have a rodent, ant, or bug problem, Emery Exterminating is dedicated to reducing your insect and pest populations. Our belief is that we're only as good as our employees, and that's why each of our technicians are extensively trained with the latest technologies and are reliable, efficient, and professional at all times. For more information of what Emery Exterminating can do to rid your home of unwanted pests, contact us today. Emery Exterminating Company.
We are now to the top of the third. Quickly moving along here inside of the Dorothy Neely Field, here for game 1 between Lees-McRae College and Lincoln Memorial University. Right now, Lees-McRae leading this one 1-0 off the solo home run of Noel Cassidy in the second inning. Bobcats back to the top of the lineup. As it'll be Cunningham, Hickey, and Doss leading off here inside of the top of the third. Cunningham got him started in the first inning. We ruled it unofficially as a single. Not sure what the official book ruled it as. So we'll say she's 1 for 1. That hit going past first base into right field. And now we're underway in the third, as that first one is just to the outside for ball 1. Comes the 1-0, and that one will grab the corner for 1-1. And here comes the 1-1. That one swung on and fouled into the backstop for 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes upcoming here for the Bobcats here in the top of the third. And I gotta say that one's just outside. It'll be 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That one's outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. Swung on. This is going to be a slow grounder picked up by the first baseman, thrown over. And the tag is made, and it'll go down as 3-4 and out number 1. As the grounder was picked up by Holcutt and tossed over to Goins. That'll bring up Valerie Hickey. Excuse me, I am corrected. Cunningham is at the plate. I'm passed up Charlie Dutton, who was at the plate. So that was Dutton that grounded out. Scorecard all messed up now. And the count is 2-0 to Cunningham. Probably a good thing I'm not the official scorer today. Here's a shot to the shortstop, picked up off the ground and thrown to first. And Cunningham will go down 6-3. And now that'll bring up Valerie Hickey to the plate, the center fielder. And the first inning reached first on a fielder's choice. And that'll be ball one. So Dutton went down on a ground out to the first baseman. Cunningham went down on a ground out to the shortstop. This is going to be a grounder picked up by the pitcher, tossed over, and just like that, the Bobcats will go down 1, 2, 3. Due up for Lincoln Memorial is Moose, Jones, and Goins. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Farm Bureau, we offer more than just insurance. We offer security. Whether you're insuring your automobile, boat, home, or simply buying life insurance, with Farm Bureau, you can rest assured that we have your best interest covered. Our members can also enjoy travel discounts, entertainment discounts, identity theft restoration, and home protection services. Call today at 423-869-8346 or stop by and see Brad Seal at our Harrogate location and find out why Tennessee turns to us for insurance. Experience exceptional service and experience security at Farm Bureau.
Back out to the Dorothy Neely Field as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning. Lady Rail Splitters trailing this one 1-0. Bobcats getting that run on a solo home run in the second inning by Noelle Cassidy. LMU yet to have recorded a hit. 2 people have reached by fielder's choice. 3 have reached on a walk. 2 of them had a base on balls. Teddy Collins in that last inning was hit by a pitch. See Charlie Dutton back in the circle. Came in with a 13.44 ERA. So far, she's pitched a good one here through 2 innings. Again, Bobcats come in at 0-6, looking for their first win of the season. Lincoln Memorial at 2-0, trying to stay undefeated on the season. And it'll be Jennifer Moose to lead us off here in the top of the third. Catcher reached on a base for balls and then was tagged out or thrown out on a fielder's choice. And she'll watch the first one go by for ball one. Here's a one-hopper to the third base, over to first, and Moose is down 5-3 for the first out here of the third. Nice snag by Tucker over there by the Bobcats.
Number 15, Allie Jones.
That'll bring Allie Jones to the plate. The left fielder advanced on a fielder's choice, only to get thrown out 2 batters later. And the first one's in there for ball one. And this one's fouled into the backstop, and it'll be 1-1. One ball, one strike, one away here in the bottom of the third. Jones still at the plate. And she'll swing at that one. It'll be 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes for Jones. Small grounder going to be picked up by the pitcher. She'll turn and throw to first. And it's in time for out number 2. Carly Dutton had to go usually to the third base line to pick that one up. But she got there. And that'll bring Goins to the plate. Goins 0 for 1 on the afternoon. She struck out in the first swinging. And she will, I believe she got a little piece of that one for foul ball, and it'll be strike one. Oh, and 1 is the count with 2 away. And that one will be fouled off by Goins as well. And now it is 0 and 2. Oh and 2 is the count to Goins. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. And she'll let that one go on the outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped up. Off the top of the press box. And the count will stay at 1 and 2. And like I said, Goins did not go on that one, and the count will now be at 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And that one's to the outside for ball 3. Goins battling. Got the count full. And she'll watch that one go by for ball 4. That'll bring Kelsey Holcutt to the plate.
Number 9, Kelsey Holcutt.
Holcutt will watch the first one go into the dirt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. This one's going to be popped up into the infield and will be taken down by the second baseman, and that will take us to the 4th. LMU leaves 1 on base. No errors, no hits, no runs, and they still trail this one 1-0. Due up for the Bobcats will be Doss, Tucker, and Cassidy. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Emery Exterminating Company, we have more than 30 years experience in pest control and are a family-owned full-service company that utilizes integrated techniques to manage pests that invade your home or business. If you have a rodent, ant, or bug problem, Emery Exterminating is dedicated to reducing your insect and pest populations. Our belief is that we're only as good as our employees, and that's why each of our technicians are extensively trained with the latest technologies and are reliable, efficient, and professional at all times. For more information of what Emery Exterminating can do to rid your home of unwanted pests, contact us today. Emery Exterminating Company.
Getting ready to start the 4th inning. Bobcats leading this one 1-0. And the only run coming in the 2nd inning as Noelle Cassidy hit a solo home run out of left field. See if the Bobcats are going to try to add to the lead here. And leading off will be Kristen Doss.
For the Bobcats, number 16, Kirsten Doss.
Designated player 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a fly out to center field. And the first pitch will be just foul down the first base line. Oh, and what will be the count? Doss getting some words of advice from the coaching staff. conference at the mound has now ended. Taylor's still in the circle. He's only given up 2 hits, but one of those was that solo home run. Doss looking at the 0-1. Watches that one go by on the outside for 1-1. And that one's going to be low, and it's going to be 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and just fouled. Just barely missed the bag down the third base line. That'll make it 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter here inside of the top of the 4th. This is going to be popped up and out of play. Count will stay at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here, still in the top of the 4th. Again, Doss still at the plate for the Bobcats. And she'll swing at this one. This will be foul into near right field. Count still at 2-2. Doss battling here against Taylor. And Doss will put this one into play. It's going to be popped up into right field. It'll be taken down by Collins for out number 1.
Number 9, Sarah Tucker.
That'll bring back to the plate Sarah Tucker, the third baseman. Tucker 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a line out to second base in the first inning. And she'll swing and put this one into play into left field. That one's going to go down for a single, and the Bobcats have a runner on. Tucker 1 pitch, and she's on base, and that'll bring Noelle Cassidy to the plate. Cassidy 1 for 1 with the solo home run to start off the second inning. And Cassidy watches the first one go by on the outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Swung on. Back to the pitcher. Taylor turns to, and Lincoln Memorial will turn too as she'll throw to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first. And it goes down as the 1-6-3 double play. And just like that, Lincoln Memorial gets out of the jam. As we'll move to the bottom of the 4th, due up for the Lady Rail Splitters is Johnson, Fraley, and Shrimp. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
Established in Jonesville, Virginia in 1888, Powell Valley National Bank has been serving businesses and residents of the region for more than 125 years and stands as the 5th oldest bank in the Commonwealth today. With additional locations now throughout the region, today Powell Valley National Bank offers the convenience of state-of-the-art banking, whether it be home, personal, business, convenience, or loans, while still assisting its customers one person at a time. Find us online at powvalleybank.com. Powell Valley National Bank. Stability and banking you can count on.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Lincoln Memorial still trailing this one 1-0. They got the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. So far, Charlie Dutton in the circle for the Bobcats. Yet to give up a hit. Has, however, given up 4 walks that have led to 4 Lady Rail Splitters left on base. Again, this is just game one of the doubleheader. However, we here at the LMU Sports Network will not be around for game number 2. You'll have to go to LMURailsplitters.com and follow that one on live stats, as we will have to break away and reset our crew and our equipment for LMU men's and women's basketball later this evening. Women's basketball still ranked inside of the top 10 in the latest WBCA top 25. They'll be taking on the Pioneers of Tusculum College. It's a 6 o'clock start. Pre-game coverage will start at 5:40. Men's action will follow roughly around 8 o'clock. As Johnson sends the first pitch into the parking lot, fouled off into the parking lot, I should say, for strike one. Here's the 0-1. The outside, and it's 1-1. One goes on to the outside, and it's now 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Swung on by Johnson. It's going to be a chopper to second. Throw over to first, and now there is one away. And that'll bring up Dakota Fraley to the plate.
Number 0, Dakota Fraley.
Fraley drew the walk in the second inning and has been the lone Lady Rail Splitter to actually get into scoring position. And Fraley watches the first one go by for strike one. Here's the 0-1. And swing and a miss will make it now 0-2. Fraley watches that one go by on the outside, and the count is now 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one away. Swung on. This one may find the gap, and it does so between right and center. Fraley's going to turn. She's going to go for 2, and she's in there for a stand-up double. So Fraley with the first extra base hit. Put it right at the bottom of the fence. Now she stands on second base as the third baseman, Brianna Shrimp, comes to the plate. Shrimp is 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. And she'll watch the first one go by for ball one. Blowing through the field from left to right. And Shrimp will take a base as she was hit. Second batter that Dutton has hit this afternoon. And that'll bring Teddy Collins to the plate. Collins was the first batter that she hit way back in the second inning. So Lincoln Memorial now with 2 on and 1 away. Looking to get on the board. And Collins watched the first one go by on the outside for ball one. Collins stands in, looks at the 1-0, and watches that one go by for strike one. One strike play here in the bottom of the fourth. Collins at the plate, Shrimp on first, Fraley on second. And that one is in there for strike two. Here's the 1-2. That one's outside, and it'll be 2-2. Dutton thought she had caught Collins on the outside corner. Count now at 2-2. This one will be fouled off out the back, and it'll stay at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes once again. And Collins watches that one go high, and the count is now full. Full count to Collins. And that one goes to the outside for ball 4. And that'll bring Ashley Hunter to the plate. But the base is loaded and only one away. Hunter already with 1 RBI on the season. Would like to add to her total right here. And she'll put that one into play between left and center. 1 run will come home. Hunter will turn and go to second. The second run will come home, and it's a 2 RBI double for Ashley Hunter. Move Collins to third. And LMU still has runners in scoring position, as there is now a conference at the mound. I think it's just a matter of settling in the pitcher. Dutton has pitched a pretty good one so far. Just got away from her here in the 4th. Started with the Fraley double into right center. Shrimp advanced after being hit by the pitch. Teddy Collins battled hard from 0-2 to draw a walk, and then that last 2 RBI double by Ashley Hunter. Sends it back to the top of the lineup, and that's where we'll find the catcher, Jennifer Moose, who is 0 for 1. A ground out to third and a first inning walk. Moose comes in with no RBIs, but has a good opportunity to find at least 1, maybe 2 here in the 4th inning. Still 1 away. And Moose will watch the first one go by for ball 1. One and 0 is the count. As Moose steps back into the plate. Shows bunt. Sacrifice bunt is down. And Moose will get to first as Collins comes from third and scores. So Moose will get the RBI, and it's now 3-1, still with 1 away, and that'll bring Allie Jones to the plate. Jones advanced to first on a fielder's choice in the first inning, and then grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd. Taking a little bit of time, but Lincoln Memorial has found the bats, as Jones will foul that one off into the parking lot for strike 1. Still have Hunter standing on third base, Moose on 6. And that was going to be on the outside for ball 1. Charlie Dutton in the circle trying just to catch a corner, catch a glimpse right on the outside of the plate. And she'll miss it that time as well, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 away. LMU scoring so far 3 runs here in the bottom of this inning to take the lead 3-1. 2 runners on for Jones. And Jones will watch that one go high and outside for ball 3. Here comes the 3-1. And they're going to say that will not be there, and Jones will draw the walk. We've had a discussion at home plate. And I believe we're going to get a substitution. And we're going to get a new second baseman. As we're going to see Kristen Doss move to second, and Cunningham will come off. And the reason for that is we're going to see Cunningham immediately walk off and start to warm up. And we may see some relief action in the circle. Bases loaded for Lincoln Memorial, leading this one 3-1 with one away. That brings up Goins to the plate. Goins 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And she'll swing on that first one, fouled into the backstop for 0-1. You got Hunter on third, Moose on second, Jones on first with one away. This is going to be hit to second, going home with it, and they'll get the force out, and Goins will reach on the fielder's choice. Advance Jones to second, advance Moose to third.
Number 9, Kelsey Holcott.
And that'll bring up Kelsey Holcott back to the plate with two away. And she will pop this one up, shallow right field, and it's going to drop in there. Give her a 2 RBI single as both Moose and Jones come around. And that brings us back to Meredith Johnson, who got the inning started. She grounded out to second in that particular inning, in the early part of the inning. And now Lincoln Memorial has runners on the corners. As Goins stands on third, and now she'll be coming in as Johnson will come in with an RBI single. Move Holcott over to second.
Number 0, Dakota Fraley.
And that'll bring up Dakota Fraley back to the plate. Fraley got really the hitting started in this inning. She had a double and eventually scored, and she watched the first one go by for 1-0. Lincoln Memorial so far exploding for 6 runs here in the bottom of the fourth. Still got 2 runners on with 2 away. And that's going to be fouled off for strike 1. Fraley stands in looking at the 1-1. And that will get the side of the plate, and it'll be 1-2. That one goes to the outside, and it'll be 2-2. Two and two's the count with 2 away, and a swing and a miss by Fraley will end the fourth inning, but not before the damage was done. Lincoln Memorial rolls off 6 runs in that inning, and they retake the lead, or take the lead, 6-1. Due up for the Bobcats is DeGregorio, McRae, and Ashley. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
It's no fun when you're hungry, so don't be. Go to the Old Town Grill. Steaks, chicken, seafood, pasta, salads, and oh, so much more. At the OTG, you'll find delicious meals, generous portions, with reasonable prices and a relaxing atmosphere. There's so much variety, you'll likely have a hard time choosing. But don't worry, it's all great. The Old Town Grill in London, Corbin, Berea, and in Tazewell.
It's the OTG.
The OTG, it's the place to be.
We advance to the top of the 5th. Lincoln Memorial in that last half inning, 6 runs on 4 hits, left 2 on base. as they take the lead 6-1. Now the Bobcats will be playing from behind as we go into the fifth. Leading off is Chelsea DeGregorio. DeGregorio 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a ground out to second base back in the second. And she will foul the first one off for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And they're going to say that one was low, and it'll be ball one. One count. Swung on and missed, and that'll be strike two. Outside getting a little bit more overcast, getting a little darker as we go through the afternoon. Here's a grounder by DeGregorio, picked up by the third base over to first, and there's one away. Shrimp picked up the grounder and threw it over to first. And that'll bring up Carly McRae. McRae 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field in the second. And she'll foul this one back for strike one. Expecting some rain, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder later on this evening, maybe even into the overnight here inside of the tri-state area. Hoping it stays later on. And that one is in there for strike two. And it's going to be a grounder to the first. The tag by Holcutt to the bag, and there's now two away. That'll bring up Sarah Beth Ashley to the plate. Ashley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Ashley watches the first one go by on the inside for ball one. And that one's on the inside for ball two. Talking about the weather, just looking over a Doppler radar right now, there is some moisture in the air. It looks like a few of those are hitting the ground. The last thing we need to see here is a rain shower come through. Two 2-0 is the count to Ashley. And she checked swings, but that one was in there for strike one. Swung on and fouled to the left side. That'll be strike two. Two balls, two strikes, two away here for the Bobcats in the top of the fifth. Changing out balls. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and just getting a piece of it is Ashley. She'll stay alive. Two and two is the count. Taylor's still trying to work over Sarah Beth Ashley. And Ashley will foul this one off down the left side. Bobcats only with 3 hits so far through 4 2/3 innings worth of batting. This one swung on into right center, but will be taken, and that'll be out number 3. Bobcats go up and down, 1, 2, 3, and that'll bring us to the bottom of the fifth. Due up for the Lady Rail Splitters. There's the 7, 8, 9 hole. It's Shrimp, Collins, and Hunter. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
Are you looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? If you are, visit Lincoln Memorial University Medical Clinics in Harrogate and New Tazewell. All health care providers are faculty members of LMU's DeVos College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available are family medicine, pediatrics, internal medicine, OBGYN, geriatrics, and osteopathic manipulative medicine. Locations in Harrogate and New Tazewell. Most insurance plans are accepted. The University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment.
We move to the bottom of the fifth, and we're going to have a pitching change for the Bobcats, as we're going to see Cunningham go to the circle. So close the book on Dutton. She went 4 innings, giving up 6 runs. Only 4 hits. But her own undoing was the walks.
Now pitching for the Bobcats, number 10, Kara Cunningham.
Looking over the substitutions here, umpire is yet to let us know in the booth what alls went down. We do know that Cunningham will be in to pitch for the Bobcats. She is taking her warm-up pitches right now in the circle. They have left Doss at second.
Leading off for the Lady Rail Splitters, number 5, Brianna.
Have the leadoff bat here as soon as we get the lineups figured out. Home plate umpire relaying it to Coach Layton of LMU. We're waiting for him to relay it to the press box here so we get all the substitutions. Looks like we're going to have, I'm not quite sure what we're going through here. And I guess we're just going to go with the pitching change, as the home plate umpire never relays it to the press box. And we will start at the bottom of the fifth. First pitch in there for ball 1. Shrimp is 0 for 1, flew out to right field in the second, and then was hit by a pitch in the fourth. She'll pop this one up into center, and it'll go down for 1 out. Brings Teddy Collins to the plate. Collins still 0 for 0, if you will. Hit by a pitch in the second, and then drew a walk in the fourth. Came in with no registered at bats. Let's see if Collins can keep it going here in the fifth. She'll pop this one up, and it will be taken out of the air in foul territory by Tucker, and now there are 2 away. That'll bring Ashley Hunter to the plate. Hunter is 1 for 2, flew out to center in the second, and then had a 2 RBI double in the fourth. She stands in with 2 away. First one's in there for strike 1. 0-1 is a count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Lincoln Memorial leading this one 6-1. And I got to say, Hunter did go on that one. That'll be strike 2. looking at the 0-2 with 2 away here. And she will go and go down on a strikeout, and Lincoln Memorial will go 1-2-3 in Cunningham's first inning of work here in the circle. We'll move to the top of the 6th. Due up for the Bobcats is the 9-1-2 spot. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network. We move to the top of the 6th. Lady Rail Splitters lead the Bobcats 6-1. See what happens with the batting lineup here. Dutton would have been due up. It looks like she will stay in at bat. Dutton is 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a ground out. Dutton stands in to the plate, and we are underway here in the top of the 6th. And first swing will go foul down the first base line. No balls, 1 strike. First batter here in the top of the 6th inning. I believe that was called ball, and it'll be 1-1. Swung on down the left field line. It will be caught. Nice catch by Allie Jones, and there is now 1 away. That'll bring Cunningham back to the plate. Cunningham is 1 for 2. Had a single in the first inning and then grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. And the first pitch to her is just outside for ball 1. Swung on and just over the second baseman's head. Cunningham's going to round first. She's going to go in for 2, and she will have a stand-up double. Went over the outstretched hands of Goins. The Bobcats are on base at second with Cunningham, and Valerie Hickey, the center fielder, will come to the plate. Hickey got on base with a fielder's choice in the first inning and then grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd. Still 1 away here in the top of the 6th. As Hickey stands in. And the first one is just to the outside for ball 1. Cunningham is yet to attempt a steal this season. Kind of wonder if she would attempt one here, as Hickey will foul that one into the backstop for 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, still 1 away here in the top of the 6th. And that one's low and in the dirt for 2-1 as the throwdown does not get Cunningham. Two and 1 is the count to Hickey. Swung on, shortstop, checks the runner, throws to first, and they'll come away with the out. So Hickey will go down 6-3. Cunningham does not advance. Nice play by Fraley. And that'll bring up Kristen Doss to the plate. 2 away. Doss is 0 for 2. A fly out to center and a fly out to right. She watches the first one go into the dirt for ball 1. And they're going to say she went, and it'll be strike 1 against Doss. Doss stands in, looking at the 1-1. Swung on and would not spin back into the field of play and will go down as a foul. But Doss kind of quit on it. Moose is going to let it roll. If that goes back across the chalk, it's an easy out, more out of the inning. And that one goes to the outside, and the count is now 2-2. That one's to the outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. Doss battling here. Full count. Doss turns on it. It's going to be foul, and it's going to be just out of the field. Just out of the field of play down in right field, and Doss will come back to the plate still staring at a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here for the Bobcats. LMU will be back at the top of the lineup and when we advance to the bottom half of the 6th. Comes the 3-2 again. Swung on, and that's going to find some greenery. That one's going to go to the wall. Doss will off of first. The runner will come in, that being Cunningham. It's going to be an RBI stand-up double for Doss. And it's now 6-2 with the Bobcats, still trailing by 4. That'll bring Sarah Tucker, the third baseman, to the plate. She's 1 for 2 in the afternoon with a single in the 4th. Swung on and taken right back by the pitcher. And that will take us out of the top of the 6th. Bobcats do get one across, however. They still trail this one 6-2. Due up for Lincoln Memorial's Moose, Jones, and Goins. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We'll advance to the bottom of the 6th. Lady Rail Splitters leading this one 6-2. So far, the Bobcats at the plate, 2 runs on 5 hits. For Lincoln Memorial, through 5 innings at the plate, 6 runs on 4 hits. But they have left 6 runners on base this afternoon here in game number 1. Again, in the circle, now in relief for the Bobcats is Kara Cunningham. Cunningham already 1 inning down to set the Lady Rail Splitters down 1-2-3 in that 5th. Again, this is game 1 of the doubleheader here for the season opener for the Lady Rail Splitters. Game 2, however, will not be televised by us, the LMU Sports Network, as we get ready for men's and women's basketball later on this evening. But you can always keep up with live stats at LMURailsplitters.com for game number 2. Moose coming to the plate. She's had an eventful day. She walked in the first, grounded out to third base in the third, and then reached on an RBI fielder's choice in the fourth. She'll start this at bat by fouling that one back into the net for 0-1. Oh, and 1 is the count. And Moose tries to bunt that one. It goes backwards, and it's now 0-2. Cunningham's done well so far in relief. Had a fly out, a line out, and a strikeout swinging there in the fifth. Now working on Moose. Count is 0-2. I gotta say that one did not catch the plate, and it's now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, and that one's gonna go past the shortstop into center field, and Moose will reach with a single. That'll bring Allie Jones back to the plate. Jones in the first inning got on the fielder's choice, grounded out in the third to the pitcher, and then drew a walk in the fourth before coming around on the single by Holcutt. Opening pitch is to the outside, and that's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That was to the inside, and they play it second. Moose is caught stealing. And now there is one away. Nice throw by Cassidy. Got down there just in the right spot. And the count here is 1-1. And that one's in there for 1-2. Cunningham a little bit of a slower pitch that time. Caught Jones watching. And that one will not get the outside and go down as a ball, 2-2. Goins on deck. She does not want to come to the plate with 2 away. Jones looking at the 2-2. Fouled off into the net, and the count will stay at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Jones will watch that one climb the ladder, and the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cunningham with the wind, and Jones will foul this one off. And the count will stay at full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here for Jones. And that one goes to the outside, and she'll draw her second walk of the afternoon. That'll bring Goins to the plate. Goins struck out swinging in the first, drew a walk in the third, and then advanced on a fielder's choice in the fourth. And she's going to come out showing bunt. I'm going to back it up, swing. This one's going to go over the backstop net. And we'll go down for strike 1. Oh and 1. That one's in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Jones standing on first, and Goins watches that one go high for ball 1. Goins once again showing bunt. Swings away, puts that one back into the net, and the count will stay at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, still 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Could be the last at bat for the Lady Rail Splitters here in game 1. And that one will skip a few times before it gets to the plate, and the count is now at 2-2. Coming out of the hand of Cunningham a little awkwardly. Once again, going showing bunt, pulls back, swings. This one's going to be popped up into the infield and be taken down by the shortstop for out number 2. That'll bring Holcutt to the plate. Holcutt advanced on a fielder's choice in the first, flew out to second in the 3rd inning, and then had a 2 RBI single in the 4th. Watches the first one go by, and it's going to be ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Go high for ball number 2. Cunningham working hard here in this 6th inning. Popped up into the infield, into foul territory, but we take it down by the first baseman, and that will end the 6th inning of play. For Lincoln Memorial, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base, and we will move to the 7th. Lincoln Memorial leading this one 6-2, excuse me. 2 up in the 7th for the Bobcats is Cassidy, DiGregorio, and McRae. Back after this here on the LMU Sports Network.
Did you know Cumberland Ford of Middlesboro is the fastest growing Ford dealer in Eastern Kentucky? That being said, why drive to shop a bigger market when you have great prices at a top-tier dealership right here in the tri-state area? We've been serving Middlesboro and surrounding area for decades. From sales to service, Cumberland Ford is second to none. And remember, we're your $199 a month superstore. Cumberland Ford. Come see us today. 1501 Highway 25E on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
We're in the top of the 7th inning. Lincoln Memorial leading this one 6-2. Brown and Taylor trying to go the full 6 innings of work here at home. Gave up an RBI double in the last inning to Kristen Doss and gave up a solo home run to Noelle Cassidy back in the 2nd. It's really been the only damage that Lees-McRae had. By our unofficial count, they've had 5 hits so far through 6 innings of play. And they're down to their last opportunities here, as it will be Cassidy coming to the plate. 1 for 2, as we mentioned, the solo home run also grounded into a double play in the 4th. The opening pitch of the at-bat is in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on. Shallow. Nice dive by Goins, and there's 1 away. DiGregorio to the plate now, 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Correction, they've got a substitution in here, and it's going to be Emily Merriman, the sophomore. And she'll take the first one for a ball. maybe one of those substitutions I missed a little while ago. Home plate umpire and the coach talking about this one. He may have missed it as well. So out of the timeout, Taylor once again will go into the circle. This will be Merriman to the plate, already looking at a 1-0 count. Swung on and fouled off into the parking lot. Actually didn't even make the parking lot. A tree saved that one. And the count will be 1-1. 1-1 is the count, one away here in the top of the 7th. And that would be low for ball 2. Bobcats down to their final, potentially their final at bats here in game number 1. That will go high and outside, and that's ball 3. McRae is in the deck, and the on deck, waiting to come to bat. And Merriman will draw the walk. McRae comes to the plate as we will have a pinch runner. De Gregorio will come in to run now for Merriman, and McRae comes to the plate 0 for 2 in the afternoon, a pop out to left field and a ground out to first base. She comes to the plate with 1 away. First one's in the dirt. For Brianna Taylor, she's got to settle in. 2 outs away from a complete game. Swung on to the shortstop. Over to second, and they'll get the force. And that will now have 2 away, and it will be Sarah Beth Ashley to the plate. Struck out in the 2nd inning and flew out to right in the 5th. Comes to the plate with 2 away and 1 on. And she'll watch the first one go by for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Outside, it'll be ball 1 as the throwdown is not on the mark. Here comes the 1-1 to Ashley. In there for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Lincoln Memorial trying to go to 3-0. And that will go outside for 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor against Ashley. Swung on, and Taylor will get it out of the air. And that will do it for this particular contest. Lincoln Memorial a winner here in game number 1 by the score of 6-2. Let's take a break. We'll come back and go through some post-game stats and get you set for game number 2. That'll be live stats only online. Again, Lincoln Memorial moves to 3-0 with a 6-2 win here this afternoon at the Dorothy Neely Field.
For good food, great friends, or good times, make Angelo's in historic Cumberland Gap your next destination. Whether it's our made-from-scratch Italian cuisine, live music Thursday through Saturday evenings, our pet-friendly patio with fire pit, free Wi-Fi, or a game room with pool, darts, shuffleboard, and cornhole, Angelo's has all the ingredients to satisfy your taste. Don't forget to check out our happy hour daily from 4 to 7 p.m. Angelo's in historic Cumberland Gap. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to close, Saturday and Sunday, noon to close.
Unmatched and unbeatable. Your experience at Danny England Motors comes with the absolute best in offering unmatched quality while delivering an uncommon, hands-on process to take your automotive purchase to the next level in customer service and customer expectations. While offering a relaxed, positive environment and a laid-back approach, our drive to surpass the highest of standards in this industry comes nothing short of. Danny England Motors. Come see us today. Automotive excellence starts here.
Established in Jonesville, Virginia in 1888, Powell Valley National Bank has been serving businesses and residents of the region for more than 125 years and stands as the fifth oldest bank in the Commonwealth today. With additional locations now throughout the region, today Powell Valley National Bank offers the convenience of state-of-the-art banking, whether it be home, personal, business, convenience, or loans, while still assisting its customers one person at a time. Find us online at powvalleybank.com. Powell Valley National Bank. Stability and banking you can count on.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Fun when you're hungry, so don't be. Go to the Old Town Grill. Steaks, chicken, seafood, pasta, salads, and oh, so much more. At the OTG, you'll find delicious meals, generous portions, with reasonable prices in a relaxing atmosphere. There's so much variety, you'll likely have a hard time choosing. But don't worry, it's all great. The Old Town Grill in London, Corbin, Berea, and in Tazewell.
It's the OTG.
The OTG, it's the place to be.
Back to the Dorothy Neely Field, where Game 1 goes to Lincoln Memorial by the final of 6-2. Taking the win in the circle was Breonna Taylor. She went the full 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Those were earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Taking the loss for the Bobcats was Charlie Dutton. 4 innings worth of work, 4 hits, 6 earned runs, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Kerry Cunningham in relief pitched 2 innings, only giving up 1 hit, had 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Cunningham at the plate was 2 of 3, but Noel Cassidy had the home run that got the scoring started in the 2nd inning. It was the 4th inning for Lincoln Memorial that really, well, that's where they got all 6 of their runs. Holcutt being the bright spot there with 2 RBIs. Lincoln Memorial 5 of 23 from the plate, whereas the Bobcats are 5 of 25 from the plate. But again, Lincoln Memorial a winner today in Game 1, improving to 3-0 on the season with the 6-2 victory. Lees-McRae falling to 0-7. With the loss. Again, game number 2 is coming up in just a little bit. We will not be broadcasting that particular contest. You go to LMURailsplitters.com for live stats of that. The LMU Sports Network will be taking a slight break here before we get ready for men's and women's basketball from the Tex Turner Arena. Pre-game coverage between the Lady Rail Splitters and the Tusculum College Pioneers will start at 5:40 with Rusty Peace having the call there. Tip-off for the women will be at 6. Tip-off for the men will be somewhere around 8 o'clock. Your LMU Sports Network crew for this afternoon, your camera operators were George Kent and Brandon Burke. Your director has been Adam Crawford. I'm Adam Haley signing off from the Dorothy Neely Field. We'll see you in just a few short hours from the Tex Turner Arena as the Lady Rail Splitters and Rail Splitter basketball teams play host to the Tusculum College Pioneers. Once again, our final here in Game 1. Lincoln Memorial stays undefeated on the season, defeating Lees-McRae 6-2. We'll see you in a few hours.